What happened here to the 70 Inception Racing McLaren? A little hip check. Off, out into the grass, through a couple of Rolex signs, and able to continue.
He's coming in. I'll be in that car later today.
Yes, you will be in that car later today, and we have a car off right there as well. So let's talk about that's the 32 car. The GTD leader, Diff, is off course.
Mike Skeen has been running so well. What has transpired here?
Don't see any damage to the front end of that Mercedes. We'll maybe get a shot of the back here. It looks pretty clean there as well. And yeah, 32 car is back up and running at speed, and it looks like one of the Penske GTP cars was well inside of Skeen, and maybe he just didn't know that he was there and started to turn in, got clipped in his right rear and spun around. On board here with the 31. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not a Penske GTP.
That's Jack Aitken. Jack Aitken. Here's the view from Garcia, Antonio Garcia in the Corvette.
I think that might have been Aitken's.
The intermediates were exceptional. The best race we've ever seen on the intermediates, and so shoring up what we're going to do from a short track and a road course standpoint to make sure that those are good. I mean, what you do think about.
This was a little earlier, Cal. This is John DeAngelis in the Performance Tech Motorsports prototype. And was it tagged there by the Sean Creech 33? Looked like it, didn't it?
On board with the 57 Mercedes. There's the contact between the P3 cars.
Anniversary season for NASCAR, and it's going to be fun. Oh, a big hit there, Diff, for the 42 on track. Steve, thanks for joining us.
All right, guys, thanks.
That is the NTE machine. That is not good. The NTE Sport Lamborghini.
Robert McGuinness.
He would have got a penalty on that one if it turned someone around. A little bit of argy-bargy early in this race.
Then this is McGuinness with all 4 tires locked up, which is a surprise.
Addressing that electrical issue. This is what happened to Robert McGuinness. Whoa, that is a scary ride.
These guys are in it for the entire 24 hours, not to mention the hours that they were here before this race started. They're going to be in here all night. Rain, whatever happens, they're here. See a car off track, so these guys are in it for the night.
We got some drama. We saw the tower car go around. That's the number 8 P2 car. Had problems right at the start of the race. The 01 Ganassi car slowed up to avoid it, and it got rear-ended by lots of flashing going on. Fronto's out on the inside. That's the 60. Oh, just closes the door on him. Spins around and then look to the right of your screen. There's the golden black Cadillac. Just gets rear-ended. That was not a small hit, Brian.
That was not a small hit. Here's another look at it. Boom.
Oh, yeah, right.
Big contact on the right rear.
You see all the bodywork.
Number 13 LMP3 car gets into him.
I mean, great drive, or great job from Dixon to avoid that. He's
Back live, someone's collected a banner.
Yeah, I say the banner on the front.
This is where you need to pull off on one of those escape roads, stop abruptly and see if you can get it to come off. It's the 80 Porsche.
Harry.
There he is, prototype around the outside there at the kink, and the car just washes out. Boom. That's one way to get a Rolex.
I was going to say, at least he hit the right banner.
25 with a problem down low.
This is the car that had problems first. Ooh. And now the 11 is off track. That is Stephen Thomas. And he was leading in LMP2. Oh, he's had contact.
Yeah, he's had contact. Now I wonder if the 25 was involved with it.
Take a look. Oh. He avoided, I guess the GT car, maybe he was drafting the GT car, and then the GT car lifted prematurely to try to give Thomas the corner, and he just wasn't prepared for it, had to do evasive action, and then he pancaked the wall. You see, he's in the draft.
I think the GT car moves up into it.
But he was, oh man, with the lights, I need to see that one more time.
You want to see it one more time?
Yeah, I want to see it at least one more time.
Look at the amber-colored headlights. Stephen Thomas, actually, how does that happen?
look at him just eat up that Cadillac. This is great. Can he make it stick on the outside, though? Cole brakes. We talked about her. Whoa! No, he can't. Rear lock spins out. Elio Castro.
Release.
Massive flat spot of those tires. He didn't hit anything. He'll get it going again, but he will almost certainly have to come in and change those Michelins, Brian.
Well, and that's why I'm saying release.
Pulls out there, gets all the way alongside. They get on the brakes and just watch the back of the Acura wiggle as they cross the paint. It's almost like the Cole tires didn't have the grip, locked up the rear, sent Elio into that.
Can't save it anymore because he's worried about the contact. Watch his left front in relation to the 31. I think he feels like he's going to hit him and he's got to bail.
And you just hear that screeching sounds, the last thing you want to hear. Another view here. You can see it's like as soon as he crossed that paint, just lost it. Had to correct. Getting used to that feel and trying to make it feel a little more natural.
Oh, that's not going to work.
The 18 is around. It was the Andretti Autosport P3 car.
Saw that one coming before the contact was ever made.
Dwight Merriman's got to just sit there and kind of be patient now because it's a blind corner. He can't see who's coming. He's going to have to wait for a spotter to tell him there's a gap. And just look at how much track time and position he is losing sitting there.
Oh, and
they're still coming.
And with the lights off, you don't want to see that. You want to leave those lights on.
Sport car has been quick.
So you see second car in line. Rasmus Lenny just locks up.
Yep.
Overshoots the brake zone again. Cold tires and gets into the side of the P2 car. Normally you wouldn't be trying to pass
he wasn't trying to pass him.
Yeah, he just got in a bit hot
and he was in a battle there because the 33 Sean Creech Motorsport car in LMP3.
Oh, a little bit of a save there. We see a car off.
That's the 20. It was 20 to 10.
I think
that's
it's
a 20.
the
That's the LMP car. Yeah.
Is there another car off down there as well? I thought I saw some flashing lights. I don't know if it was from perhaps one of the safety vehicles.
It looks like high-class racing, LMP2.
Yeah, just all on his own, looks like. Spun under braking. Again, so easy to do in a turn one. That transition off the oval. It's a decreasing radius.
High percentage decisions, right?
But he's problems here.
Kyle Marcelli behind the wheel of the 93 as the racer's edge with Wayne Taylor Racing, Acura NSX, actually, sorry, sports car racing.
So we figure out what happened to the Ferrari.
This is back to Castellacci.
Oh, he just got tagged in the rear by the Acura, I believe. Or is that a Lamborghini?
Scheimer in the 85 had a moment. Check this out. And around he goes in that JDC Miller Motors.
So, as a mechanical team, how would you suggest things were done for the next race? And not only suggestions, he then would manufacture parts. That was how crazy it was.
Guys, while we've been chatting there, the number 60, the Maya Shankar,
has easily grasped. So, I reckon the back marker would have been involved. He goes up the inside to flouts the curve on the inside. He goes inside a P3 runner, then he goes through some marker boards, rotates around, sees that thing that drivers hate, a face full of headlights coming towards him.
Especially of these GTP cars. And some, we see a P3 car around, it's the number 38.
Running fourth in class, that was DeAngelis behind the wheel.
So yeah, just going back to the...
spun at a high rate of speed, so all of those prototypes with that cutout bodywork, both front and rear.
This is John DeAngelis with problems in the 38 into the Le Mans chicane.
It's a little contact there with one of the GT cars. Trying to see if that was one of the Mercedes.
No, he just gets wide.
I take that back. Yeah, just lock the rears mid-corner.
But this is exciting times.
It really is. And talking to big lock up here. This is an issue.
Right front lockup. There's that bump over there in turn 6 on entry that gets a little bit bigger every year.
Get them up to temp, and then he just gets in a little bit too deep. Big lock up there on the right front. You can see smoke coming out of that little wheel well there.
Vendors providing their expertise in providing that backbone for these cars. So it's a really great... Whoa! Big crash. That's the high-class racing 20 car.
Fjordbach.
My goodness.
This could really help out that 0-1 car with the timing of this. Just topping him up. We go yellow here. Pit lane be closed. Let's see how it develops. He just fired it in there with a tremendous amount of speed.
Thank goodness for the tire wall.
Yeah, the left rear kind of got up on that curb a little bit and
Folks, you're looking at about 90 miles an hour would be my guess to zero. On board here with the number 14 Lexus. You can see him just lose it, get into that bump.
This is the angle that shows the severity of it. Totally unabated.
Oh. Just looked like. And that's
the same amount of energy. And there's only 3 cars on the lead lap anyway. Look at the damage to that number 20 P2 car. That was an incredible hit.
Once again, Anders Fjordbach walked away from that accident.
Marty Simon Pagenaud, an IndyCar champion, 4-time winner. Wow. The 25 BMW has spun under the pace car.
Not the first time we've seen that in racing, but certainly a strange moment, especially 132 laps down.
Back up here.
Oh, no, just on acceleration.
Yeah, but got traction control.
Yeah.
The 14. That's the Lexus teammate. The that is Aaron Thielitz in the sister car to Hawksworth. Is one of the
52 cars around. One of the leading lights in LMP2 late in the going. Try to wait for this traffic.
Lower front tire temperature as they round turn 5, and there's contact in GTD.
The 21 Ferrari.
Gil Molina behind the wheel. This is a brand new 296. It's coded. Sensational new Ferrari on that.
Listen here.
Super aggressive. Wait and see if he hits the wall right here. But there it was.
Well, it was the Corvette really moving over.
Sure.
And that was the whack to the left rear.
There he goes. Look how many cars he passes.
Yeah, watch the vet, the yellow car. I'm not quite sure why the Corvette swerved over here. Oh, they were checking up in front of him, so he was looking to get around, and the 57 was just in the blind spot.
Another incident. Just 4 into doesn't work, and the Volt Racing car is involved in that on their debut.
Look at this. This happened while we were in the break. Look at that. That's Van Uytert going for the lead, desperately so. And there's big consequences.
There really is. He's dropped way back out of the lead right now.